Okay, start recording. Now I'm recording. Because I want to re-upload the stream to YouTube too. Okay, now we're going. Now we're going. Okay, good. Um, Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. Alright, so to answer the question, right now I kind of regret life. Been kind of regretting life all day. But I've been also, um, well, I'm alive. I don't really know where this is going. Um, what I'm trying to say is I definitely have not been severely stressed, but I'm here. I think. I don't know, unless I'm hallucinating. I might have had a mental breakdown, but I'm here, and yeah. So as far as like actually making guidance, no, I don't have any regrets. Um, the idea, the idea for guidance though, for starting guidance was like I still remember it pretty vividly. So like basically, hold on, I just gotta collect my thoughts for a second. Apologize for that. But basically, um, you guys are still here, right? Yeah, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so um, I sorry, I apologize. I just gotta collect. I just gotta collect my thoughts. Um, yeah. So basically, when I first started with right. So so I've just been in like overdrive mode all day. So like it takes a moment for me to start. Okay, so I'm so sorry. But essentially, once I get the train of thought going, right? So I was listening to a song. There we go. Now I'm on the train of thought. Now I can. So I was listening to a song, actually the Half Life Alex song by JT Music, which is really good by the way. But the chorus, especially the final time, is "Are you my guardian angel, or have you drawn me to the void? You and I are entangled, two sides of the same coin. Who are you? What are we? Lost in a cosmic confusion. Is free will just an illusion?" Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, they mostly do raps with song parts as well. Actually, I haven't listened to any of their stuff in a while, but yeah, I probably should again. Oh, okay. Well, that's a lie. I had one of their songs show up in my playlist literally today, but other than that, I haven't listened to anything that they've done in a while. Um, so I don't even remember this what the song was, but I remember it. I think it was a song I hadn't heard before from them. But um, anyways, so basically, I was listening to that song and I just kind of had a bit of an idea. And I can't really say too much about exactly what the idea was because it kind of is major spoilers for the game. But um, for sort of complicated reason, I wasn't actually going to be able to use the computer for a while. I wasn't really going to have access to be able to really work on anything for a little while. But that night, I was just kind of like, I had the idea, and I was like, what um I had the idea. Like I already have other projects planned. I can't just I can't just um sorry. I already had other project ideas in my head that I was planning to make eventually. Jolt Tail was still a thing at that time. Off topic, but I do actually have documents for like the story and stuff and world building, which I don't know if you guys ever want me to like release that publicly. I probably could. Um, but that's canceled by the way. At least on my end. But basically, the I was like, I already have other stuff planned, and I'm not even going to be able to work on it for a while. But I was like, but it's a good idea, and so I just jumped into it. I just jumped in and just started working on it, and it became eventually what is known as guidance. And that was over a year ago. Did I put a question here or is it somewhere else? No, you can put a question in the chat. Um, so basically, yeah, I mean, that's the story of how I started work on guidance. And, yeah, no problem. Yeah, that's basically it. So, that's kind of the story of how I started. And am I glad I created it? Yes, absolutely. Is it perfect? No. Does it have a long way to go to being finished? Yes. Is it a little overwhelming? Absolutely. But I'm really glad that I made it, and if nothing else, I've learned so much along the way, and I've had a lot of fun with it. Does it allow me to assault Teletubbies? Not at the moment. Maybe a future update. but, um, sad face. So yeah, do I have any regrets? Not really. Overall in life, I actually try to avoid regretting things too much, and instead just focus on what I can learn from it. And if I can't really learn anything from it, I just, try to like move on, and not really think about it too much, because I find that focusing too much on regret usually isn't very constructive. But yeah, so I think that answered about everything in that question. Was there a beta version of the characters? If so, can you show a screenshot? Well, how is Guidance Story going to be divided? Is it line directly or like chapters? It's going to have different names. Okay. Well, let me let me answer those questions one at a time. Um, the first one, are there beta versions of the characters? Um, yes and no, sort of. Only if you count the only if you count the version of the character's world sprites that didn't have outlines. Originally, there weren't outlines around the world sprites, and I added outlines, and so now the world sprites look better. That's about it. Other than that, the characters really haven't changed much. Like, I've tweaked some of the graphics a bit, but that's about it. Um, alright, so that was Glitchwolf XD's question. So now, Azazelaslaslasal has it's got a couple questions. How is Guidance Story going to be divided? So is it like directly or chapters? That's a pretty quick answer. It sort of has chapters, but not really. Like at the near the end of part 1, which is the current demo, there's like a whole big, the gateway has been sealed thing, which is kind of a little bit like frankly, it's inspired by the chapter end screen of Paper Mario games. But other than that, it's basically just a straight through game. And yes, there are absolutely multiple endings. Um, and they will be very different. There'll be a few different endings. All right. So I think that's about it. Oh, and also, how is it meta? Um, you don't play as Verity. You play as the angel guiding her. So that's all I can really say so far. That's kind of spoilers, but not really. That's kind of something that was pretty that people, at least some people, figured out pretty early on. So, and that last one was Sparkling Waters question. All right. Um, all right. So now TTS can. All right. I'll call Glitchwolf Robbie then. Question: what do you think a crossover between Plasma Girl and this would look like? Frankly, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. But if you ever wanted to do something like that, like if you ever want to do like a fan something, sort of like a fan fiction or fan game or fan art or whatever like that, like feel free to. That would be awesome. Um, so if you ever wanted to make a crossover, feel free. The only thing I would ask is that you like link to the game, the original game in the thing. But like just basic credit is really all I would ask. But yeah, like that would be awesome. How did you get into game developing? Um, really early on. Well, I've always been interested in storytelling. The Monsters University special features disc I used to absolutely love. Um, and at first I thought I wanted to make Pixar films, but well, that's not really very easy. But back around the time that Miitopia came out, of all things, um, I ended up getting RPG Maker Fest on the 3DS, and that was my first time really making anything. I'd also played around with Scratch before that, but I'm not really sure when that was. I also played around a lot with Minecraft Adventure Maps before that, But RPG Maker Fest was the first time I really got into like making like a game. So that's when I kind of first got started. And but my first real completed and released project, of course, was Memory, which originally started just because I wanted to make something with Undertale characters. I didn't even know what it was going to be at first, which is why it's so horrendously paced, um, or themed, or however you want to put it. It's just kind of like you just plop in there. It's like, oh look, now you're in an oval-shaped box with sands. Why? Because there is no explanation. Just go with it. I did kind of end up shoehorning an explanation in there, but it's mid. It's mid. There are some things about that game that I really like though. All right. Another question. What do you want to do with guidance when it's going to be finished, or if a lot of people like it? Um, Mostly. Um, hold on, let me collect my thoughts again. I'm sorry, but I do have plans for a DLC, which is going to be pretty fun. There's not really too much I can say about that at this time, and I think it's best I don't really say anything at the moment. But I do have plans for sort of a sequel story sort of thing. I plan to do that whether or not a lot of people like it. I mean, like, if it's a complete flop and nobody buys the game at all, then I don't know, I might get really demotivated. But other than that, like, I'm probably going to make it. So, that's about that. Great, how much does it cost? Right now I'm planning on selling it for $8 to $10, but obviously right now anything that's released so far is free. Um, let's see, my I find it. Oh yeah, no problem. I was honestly half being silly. I think I could do that. Azaz, Azazelos, Azazelos. There we go. I got it. If it would make you feel better, FNAF was a Kickstarter failure. Well, that's nice. I don't plan to do anything with like Kickstarter or anything like that. Personally, mostly because I don't really need the money to develop the game because of my current sort of living situation. So, which is basically another way of saying I'm still in school and with parents. Even though I'm kind of on my way towards getting to the age where, in a couple years I probably shouldn't still be there, but I am right now. So, um, but yeah. But hopefully I can have some success with it. And your game won't lead to stuff like this. Like, what? I disagree. I think it absolutely will. Gifts like that, absolutely. Absolutely. That's just internet culture. I mean, it might not, but I mean, I actually hope it does lead to really stupid memes and stuff like that, because that means it's popular and people like it. But, yeah. Hello! I'm back. Sorry for the technical difficulty. What happened? I, uh, we back? I think, yeah, okay, good. Okay, good. We're definitely back, okay. So, did something happen? Goku? Nope. No, Goku? My stream died? Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not really sure what happened. Um, yeah, that was weird. Show T-Max. What? Yeah, sorry about that. Let me get the music back on real quick. There we go. All right. So are there sus? Sus? What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you think Guidance is gonna have DLC or any side stories to play more of the world? Um, you wouldn't get. Yeah, actually. Like I said a little bit earlier, I do actually have a plan for a DLC. It's it'll be kind of a weird DLC, but I'm excited to eventually start making it when I have the chance. Since we're I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. What what kind of bugs happened? Man, it's just his dog that messed up the stream. I don't have a dog. I have a cat. I was gonna ask if guys will have a try to not get age restricted mode. Um, I'm not really sure what that means. Like, what exactly would that look like? So I don't think I'm familiar with that. Oh, well, you see, that's kind of why I was asking you, so that you could explain it to me. But let's just move on. All right. Does anyone else have any other questions? All right. We're going to have a twist ending. Depends on which one you get. Depends on which one you get. Robbie, what's your question? Any ending can be a twistous one if you try hard enough. True. Well, the question is what? Oh, what? Yes, yes. That is the answer to the question of what. Are the backrooms in the game? Not yet. That could change within the next 5 minutes. You never know. How do you how do I start pixel arting? I honestly started pixel arting just for game design, really. Like, I just started making pixel art because it was the easiest thing to make with the engines that I use. It's kind of mostly how I started, I think. I'm like 90% sure of that. Yep, you're gonna have like dancing robot monsters in the back rooms. That is indeed going to be in the game. Promise. Yeah, easier than making drawings to rescale them. Yeah, it is. Actually, early on, I did do some stuff like that. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can like pull up some of those. Like for a game that I worked on early on. Oh, let me see. Where's game design? I think it's in the. Nope. Huh. It's not in there. Oh, maybe it's in the maybe it's in the RPG Maker one. Not there. I think I almost got it. This distance hearts builds. Let me see. I think I've almost found it. I'll hold you to your promise. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Let me like. Okay, so. Let's see. If I go into here. Browse. So this was oops. Sorry. This was I'll get it resized eventually. This was a few years ago now, pretty much. So way to rotate this right. There should be a way to rotate this. But these were some drawings that I brought in, and then like. I mean, this was for one of my first games in RPG Maker. So, which I think is available. I think is available to download. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not certain. Unlike the I don't know what's it called. Like the like there's a game page that just has a bunch of random old games I made on it that are like kind of half finished. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember what it's called though. Oh yeah, update on my Pokemon game, currently making custom music. Oh, cool. Nice. So originally today I was going to have like a thing where it where remember last Q&A I did with like the characters where they responded? That's not quite ready. It's it's like half done, but there was I was re- I really tried. I tried so hard to get it, but I there was so much I still had to get done by today cuz I like stalled until the last minute, and then now I'm just like left with a bunch of things left to do. I really tried to get that done today, but I wasn't quite able to. So sorry about that. But hopefully that should come out tomorrow. With the Q&A video, which is like the characters answering the questions. Um, I think it'll be a lot of fun though when that does come out. I'm making a game where our cougar beats up Krampus. Interesting. Me and the boys meme. Right, is like you know, the three people walking meme. Fine, then we'll see them and we'll see what happens next. Hmm, interesting. All right, so what was I want to say? Oh yeah, some really cool news. I'm getting a new computer soon because this one's been dying for a little while. So that's really cool. Um, so yeah, yeah. You could tell from all the weird like technical difficulties that happened. This one's going. So yeah. Are there any other questions? Anyone else? A few people typing. Oh, guess I've got one. I thought you said guess I've got none. My bad. Sure, it's a good idea making the game all alone. Yeah. Um, I do. I do plan to talk to. I do plan to get some people who know like plugins code and stuff to help me with a few things at some point in development. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's been going so far. There are definitely some projects in the future that I I would want to do as like a group project, but I haven't really done a group project before, and I tend to work a bit better mostly on my own. I've almost always worked on my own. Great, now I have the inspiration to do my 3 games. Oh, oh, cool. Um, yeah, response to TTS. I don't know. There's a lot of games I'd like to play at some point. Um, Kid Show Maintenance I think interests me a little bit more than Plasma Girl, but um, I'd like to do a stream of one of those at some point. But it's just a matter of the time. There's a whole bunch of games I want to play, and I'd like to stream some of them. So understandable. Have a great day. That's one of my favorite memes. I have an Undertale one. Hold on. Let me get it. Let me find it. I have it in here. Hold on. This is great. I asked a friend of mine to make it, and they did. Like I have jokingly said, wouldn't it be funny if this existed? And then they just like made it, and I'm just like, wow, this is amazing. That's not it. Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. There we go. That's it. Have you ever heard of Raid Shadow Legends? With my code, you can sign up for 1 million billion gold, a legendary hero, and 4 months of premium raid. Has extremely epic battles and the best of I'm out of breath even though I'm typing this. Hey, I gotta tell you about our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends! All my characters went, woo! Oh, he didn't that time. Woo! Woo! Raid Shadow Legend! Raid Shadow Legend! There we go. Alright. Excuse me. Use code Luke30 to get 30% off your first good purchase. And for trickery, I'm speaking Portuguese. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. One second. E por tropica estu falando Portuguese. Does anyone else realize we have really bizarre conversations here on Game Jolt? Really? I thought these were all perfectly normal conversations that perfectly normal, sane human beings have. By the way, I said, and for trickery, I'm speaking Portuguese in Portuguese. I probably butchered the pronunciation, but yes. Also, zero offense intended to anyone. Bleh. Zero offense intended to anyone who is Portuguese. If you're Portuguese, that's cool. I have nothing. I don't know. I was just reading the thing. I thought it sounded kind of funny. No offense to anyone who's Portuguese. I heard you say trickery. It's a little lesson in trickery. To be honest, we are the country of where we offend anybody for a joke or not. What? Was that English? Sorry. What poor English? You must be American. I say that as an American. Me English is good. Ah, yes. I'm not very good with English myself. I'm not very familiar with it. What country is that language based out of? English. Me fail English? That's impossible. My only English is Duolingo on YouTube. Oh, do you actually not speak English first? And realize that. Because if so, you're actually pretty good. Good enough to be able to fake bad English. Ah, okay, nice. Yeah, most people who don't speak English as a first language are generally more fluent, I find. Sometimes. Not everyone, not everyone. Maybe it's just they just stick out more. But sometimes people who like English is like their second or third language speak it like 5 times better than like someone who it's their first language. And it's just like it's pathetic, really. It's pathetic. In fact, my native language is Spanish. Ooh, nice. Yeah, you're pretty good. I would never have known. Anyone here remember Baldi? I wanted to make some sort of funny Baldi reference, but I couldn't think of one. Oh boy, do they have the adventure to learning French and or Spanish. Not sure exactly what that. One of my English teachers thought I was from America. Ooh, that's high praise. Baldi and Basics 3. What is that? Made it. Oh, hi! You're just in time to see absolutely nothing interesting. But if you want, you can ask some questions. Don't worry, I'll be uploading it to YouTube. There was some sort of weird bug earlier. I'm not really sure what happened, but everyone was saying I summoned some sort of shadow demon, and I really don't know what they're talking about. So, that was weird. But hi, Ian. Welcome to the stream. I think it was nothing. Yeah, probably. Because there were some technical difficulties. Yeah, so do you have any questions? Because I've kind of gone through most of the questions. So if you have any questions about, like, guidance or its development or me in general or anything. Think that Baldi's our Lord and Savior? No. Personally, I worship bread. But, you can have your own religious beliefs if you want. That's okay. Can I talk about the soundtrack? Yeah, sure. Are there any, like, good specific questions you can think of to kind of get me going? Usually once I get talking about something, I could just talk forever, but getting the ball rolling is sometimes a little trickier. What inspired me? Primarily, I would say Toby Fox and Shady Cicada. It took me a second to think of his name. Toby Fox, I think, for pretty obvious reasons. Undertale soundtrack is one of my favorites. As you can see from a lot of my work, and especially my early work. But it's thanks to Shady Cicada that I even realized making songs was something I could do. I mean, like, like, sure, you can play on a keyboard and stuff, but when I saw him use, like, a DAW and, like, map out the notes that way, like, I was like, oh, I could do that, right? And also, he makes great music. So don't say you're an Undertale fan without this on your profile. I will. I gladly will. I'm an Undertale fan, and I do not have that on my profile. Take that. Get wrecked. Oh, yep. He got wrecked. He got so wrecked. Uh, um, we are all childish after all. We are indeed. We are indeed. Let's see. What else could I really say? Um, you could say this. What's gonna be? You're gonna make me advertise Raid Shadow Legends again. Any plans for future games? Yes. Yes. Very much so. Um, Plenty. There's gonna be some more for Hindsight. I have a couple other game ideas for After Guidance, and of course, Guidance has that one DLC I mentioned that I plan on making eventually. So, very much so. At this time, not really a lot of details. I am so happy you guys here. Oh, I'm so happy you guys were here, and please buy Green's stuff. Thank you. Oh wait, no, this is my ransom script I was gonna use for later. Sorry, guys. There you go. I read it. Too late. I already read it. Can't really ignore it now. Oh no. I was gonna put Minecraft rap lyrics, but to be honest, my comedy sense is dying. Now give me hold on. Welcome to my mine. We are mining diamonds. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. We got a person to blame you. I mean, obviously you're gonna be able to blame me when I sue you. So. Who else are you gonna blame if I'm the one who sues you? Like, duh. Let's see. Yeah, I mean about music. Mostly, I just kind of mostly learned by doing. I also have talked a lot with my dad about stuff, and he's not like a professional musician. He's a hobbyist, but he did go to school for it and stuff, and whatnot. So, I actually talked with. Hold on, okay. Let's see. When is Alicia May DLC coming out? Um. Uh. Um. Soon. I promise. Don't 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 hurt me. Um, have you ever seen Mick Gordon's GDC 2017 conference? There's a lot of interesting stuff talked about in there, and I recommend any musician to give it a watch. No, I actually haven't, but I've heard about it a few times, mostly from you. But I definitely would like to at some point. Oh, Shadow Demon's been taken care of. That's good. Cookies. Yes. Oh, I hear. Rose 34. No anime. Girls, please, guys. I'm not lying. My mom checks my phone. Right. Yay! Oh, thanks for the cookie. I heard that if you give the stream monster cookies, the stream monster will give you hints to chat commands that you can use. That is a neighbor. That is not a cookie. That is a cookie. Greetings. Does anyone even care about quests anymore? No. No. I don't. Kind of moved on. They never really were super interesting, to begin with. Like, at first I thought they could be a really interesting idea, but kind of the direction is gone. I don't know, they're just kind of there. Yeah. They're not really particularly annoying, but they're not really something I like that much either. They're just kind of there. At least it's not as bad as the sticker notifications. That was fixed finally, thank God. If the rewards weren't just background and stickers. Yeah. I don't really use... I mean, technically I'm using a background on the stream right now, but... You know. So let me use custom images. Yeah, I mean, like... You know, And, like, the quest idea would be really cool if, like, you could make your own quests. So like, you could create a quest for, like, your community or your game or something, and then people would get it, and they could do certain things. Like, that would be so cool. If you could, like, make your own stuff with that. But, I mean, you know, like, there's already so much here. They really don't need to turn it into this whole big thing. Like, there's already a lot you can do with the site as is, and they don't really need to be pouring too many more resources into, like, something sort of unnecessary like that. But when I first kind of saw the idea, I thought that could be really cool. Also, the levels thing was finally removed after not having something to do with it for, like, I don't know, 5 years. Yeah. I didn't even notice it. Is this cursed? Um, eh, not that much actually. It's more kind of weird slash cool slash disturbing. Like it is kind of cursed, but not in a not in the usual way. It's more intriguing. Like I wonder what's going on with that, right? It's like SpongeBob is trying to get out of the television. He's like, let me out, right? With the thing. So, um, greetings. They, there are chat commands. I remember checking the Game Jolt wiki and dark mode was included in the April Fool's part. Wait, so dark mode isn't part of the canon Game Jolt experience? Oh my gosh. If that's true, guys, I think we need to mass report Game Jolt. Okay, make posts. Okay, report Game Jolt. All right, all right. We gotta mass report Game Jolt. Okay, because if dark mode isn't part of the canon Game Jolt lore, then Game Jolt is getting canceled on Game Jolt. Like we have to. It's terrible. How dare they? That's terrible. This evil. It's not even bad. It's evil. It's despicable. It's villainous. It's atrocious. There are chat commands. It's terrible. Just got back what happened. Chat commands. They exist. Greetings. Guys, just type exclamation mark greetings. Come on, guys. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. There you go. There you go. There we go. There. I've been subtly hinting that you can do that for like for like the past 5 minutes. Not even really subtle, just very obvious. Don't. I think there's an H on the end. Live a hot take here. The FNAF story is very good in my opinion. Um, yeah, I mean, it's 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 a mixed bag. I don't know, because I've had a lot of fun with the FNAF story and theorizing and watching theories and stuff like that. And also, there's a lot of really broken parts, but there's also some really cool parts. So it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag in my opinion. Um, sea bodies. Oh, well, we weren't. I wasn't exactly talking about the novels. I don't know. Some of the novels sound like they have some really interesting plot lines, though. But a lot of them, man, the times I use 100 of my intelligence is me thinking that would happen if X didn't exist. Not sure exactly what that means. Gonna go study. Okay. Well, good luck with your studying. It's me. Yeah. Like imagining if we didn't discover the color blue. I think Gravity Falls least good characters Pacifica. Um, I don't know. Um, I don't really have a very strong opinion on that. I feel like they could have done more with her character, but like, I feel like overall, like, I don't think there's really anything I would do differently personally. Like, I feel like it wrapped up good when it needed to. I'm not saying the show was literally like perfect or anything, but just off the top of my head, there isn't really anything that kind of jumps out at me not being very good. And I apologize, Ian, but I don't actually know Doom lore, so I can't really comment too much on that. But for the sake of of I will agree. We can all agree this guy's great. Absolutely. Bill Cipher's the best. Um, I think we're probably gonna wrap up the at least the recorded part of the stream. Are you going to make some kind of cryptic language that's kind of hard to decipher? I actually already have one, but like it's it's in an old notebook somewhere that I never really use. It's not really a language as much as it's just an alphabet code. But I do actually have one that I made like ages ago, in like an old notebook somewhere. Um, but I don't really plan to use it in anything at the moment. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Okay. Um, basically, yeah, I feel like if there are any more on topic questions, probably just get them out of the way here and now, and then I'll probably at least stop recording the stream. But yeah, thank you all for coming. Have you incorporated sounds not inherently musical into your track? Yeah, definitely. I actually used the what's it called? Trying to think. Um, oh, bye bye. Goodbye as. Hold on, I want to get it right. Azazelos. There we go. All right, goodbye Azazelos. One more question: when are you going to release the chapter Q&A? Hopefully tomorrow. As soon as it's done. As soon as it's done, which will be as soon as possible. So hopefully sometime tomorrow. I'm going to get back to work on it as soon as the stream's over. Alligator. Nice. Nice alligator. Um, yeah, back to Ian's question about the um, non-musical sounds in the track. Um, in the... What's it called? In Solomon's fight theme, Is It All a Lie? Actually, I used the cursor sounds as the drums in that, for one thing. And I feel like there are some other instances that have done stuff kind of like that, sort of use some sounds and some different things. But I don't know, I mean, also there's like some sort of ambient and disturbing sound effects used in a few places as well. A few of the songs, like the main menu. There's some. It's actually the Gygus, one of the Gygus sounds, I think, used in the background. of a couple tracks. Also, Disturbed Reality. I'm pretty sure that one, that's what it's called. I know I used some stuff like that in there. So yeah, there's definitely a few instances of that. And of course, then you get like the background sound. All the background sound, or like 90% of it, is original as well. So that also counts. Cool Kirby, do you have any questions before I kind of wrap up the stream? Ooh, thank you for the candy. Um, let's see what is that? Let's see. Did World War II end with a rap battle? I don't think it did. Um, but hey, I wasn't there, so like I don't know. No, it's possible that they faked the ending of World War II, pretended that it was through like invasion rather than a rap battle. Kind of like how they faked the moon landing and stuff like that. It's perfectly possible. All right, so I think it's pretty much gonna be it. If there are like any last questions that anyone wants to get out before I end the stream. All right, but like an on topic one. We'll be doing a guidance Christmas special. I already did one last year. I'm not. I don't plan to do anything like that this year. But on that topic, I don't really plan on releasing anything more playable until the full release because I kind of just want to focus on getting the full release done. And like as far as like mini projects go, I've already got like Hindsight to kind of cover that. So I will be releasing things like probably within the next few months. You probably will see another Hindsight game. Um, but I don't. As far as guidance goes, I don't really plan on releasing any more gameplay until the full release. Which, ah, man, I wanted to do like a thing where I'm like late 2023, but frankly, I'm I don't know. It could be later than that, or it could be around that time. I don't know. I don't really trust my predictions. So, but I do have a lot done, and I have a good idea of what I want to do. So, should eventually, and I'll try to give more regular updates without spoiling too much, of course. Hindsight in 2023. Yeah. All right. So I think that's about it. All right. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you all next time. Of course, link in the description below to check out the game if you want to. Um, like, uh, there we go. Of course, the link in the description below if you want to check out the game and follow it. Please do. That would be awesome. Thank you for coming, and bye.